Hi, Pocket. In this video, who knows what's gonna happen because I'm going off script. No script. I'm gonna be playing a round of Ravenswatch, which is one of my favorite games. An amazing game. So it's a bit like MOBA style combat, so like League of Legends or Dota if you've played that. There are 3 acts we're going to be going through. Well, we're only going to be going through the first one because I ain't got forever here, okay? There are 3 acts. Each act, you have 18 minutes to go around the map and collect items before you're transported to the boss, and then you fight to see if you get to go to the next act. So, travel around the map, get goodies, get stronger, ideally don't die, and then you go to the boss and then you move forward. And along the way you pick up items, talents, and bonuses. So, to go over our base kit abilities for Scarlet, who's one of the default characters you can play, we have a trait, which is our passive, says at nighttime we turn into a werewolf and our abilities change, but they're kind of the same. We have a basic attack, which builds up combo points every 2 hits. We have a power that spends those combo points on a dash to do a bunch more damage. We have a special that throws a delayed bomb that if we're inside of that bomb, we get stunned. And we have a defensive where we turn stealthed and intangible for 2 seconds, and then our next power or auto attack out of it is guaranteed to crit. The main premise of this character is that we use our basic attacks to build up combo points, stealth, and then crit blast something with a dash. And that premise stays kind of the same while in werewolf form. So here we're going to pick our starter talent. This one says our special travels farther and deals more damage, so this would mean we throw the bomb instead of on top of us, we would throw it in front of us. This is a quest to kill enemies with our werewolf power, which is like the dash, but it's a single target. Would give us more damage, and once we complete it, our power can refund its cooldown on kill. Pretty good. This is a quest to use the guaranteed crit from defensive. Once we complete it, we get 15% crit chance and 25% crit damage. This is just solid damage. And this lets us choose when we want to transform, so we don't just turn into a werewolf at night. We turn into a werewolf when we want to, and then we turn back into a human when we want to. Which is actually really nice because they have different sets of abilities, the human and werewolf form stuff is on different cooldowns, so you can actually switch forms to kind of get a burst of abilities if you want. I'm going to pick the werewolf one here, where we get kills with our werewolf power to get more damage, and then once it's complete we can refund the cooldown. I think that this is the most fun starting talent. I don't necessarily think it's the strongest, but I like it. And up here we have the Sandman. So the theming of this game is very around like folk tales. So we're playing Little Red Riding Hood, but she's a werewolf. They've kind of taken these stories and given them a twist. So the other starting characters is the Pied Piper with an army of ravenous rats. We have Beowulf, but he has a baby dragon that he takes care of, that he's the foster parent of. That's really cute. And we have the Snow Queen, but she's kind of crazy. I don't really remember her lore, but the lore of the game's insane too. We'll get there.
Greetings, traveler.
This is Sandman, where we can spend money to upgrade our talents. So we saw that one of those talents was rare before. It just means that it came pre-upgraded. And then over here we can buy either bonuses, or this is an item, this is an item. This lets us get a copy of our item or upgrade 2 different talents. All of this is just for money, which we have none of. Now, the moment I leave this little sand vortex, my 18-minute timer is going to start, so I'm not ready to leave just yet. But we have some objectives revealed to us already. So over here, we have the quest and the nightmare are always active, and these are just the 3 closest objectives to us. The nightmare is where we go if we want to fight the boss early, the boss of this act. There isn't a reason to go here unless you're flexing. So flex if you want. The side quest is probably one of the hardest objectives on this map for us to do, but it'll give us a legendary item. There's 1 side quest per act, so we usually want to get to this probably later so that we're stronger. This sacrificial idol lets us sacrifice our health to gain a permanent damage buff. I might head here first, honestly. This is money, and this healing fountain lets us heal to full and get permanent max HP. So I'm gonna head over to the idol. We also have a dash, that little arrow next to our health bar. I might clear out these piggies along the way. Alright. Get some money, and then we'll make our way to the sacrificial idol. Right there's a grimoire we just discovered, which is like a time trial. The little group of enemies that if we kill them in time, we'll get a bonus. It shouldn't be too hard because it's a green one, but I'm not sure if I want to do it right now because I'm still level 1. I'm still kind of weak. That altar took our HP and it gave us, we can see down here on the bottom, 5 damage, which just increases all damage output by 5%. Getting that early should be really good for us and just kind of contribute to everything we're doing quicker along the way. Oh, another healing fountain, so we can get that to fix up our damaged health bar a bit.
Still standing.
Lure them into the bomb.
Death comes quickly to those who deserve it.
So we're not allowed to channel on the healing fountain or any of our objectives really, unless we're not in combat, which is why I had to kill those first. Our quest is to kill enemies with our bite, which we can go over our werewolf abilities now. It's mostly the same. Our basic attack, again, generates combo points that we spend on our power, but we don't have the dash. This is single target now. It does have higher damage, so it's better at killing one thing, but losing AoE hurts. Our bomb is now a leap that gives us intangible, really nice, and it's an AoE attack, really the only AoE we have in werewolf form. And our defensive no longer makes us stealth and get crit. It is just an armor attack and power buff that gives us lifesteal. So one of the best ways to do damage, I'll dodge that, in werewolf is to get up our combo points and then bite something while we have that increased power and attack from our defensive. Which is crazy. This is an offensive really, but it's called the defensive for werewolf. We just got a new talent. Each combo point spent by power applies 8% damage dealt in the form of bleed. This is really good for us. Buffing our power is something that our quest is looking to do anyway, or deal damage when all around when triggering defense. I'm gonna pick this to show off one of the things I really like about Ravenswatch. Also, normally in multiplayer, when you're selecting items or talents, the game isn't paused because there are other people with you. So if you're playing with people, you kind of want to pick these a little bit faster so you don't waste time. But I'm alone, so I can spend as much time as I want.
The better to slay you. A true hero.
So I'm going to use the defensive here. And it did an additional animation there because of the attack. I missed the bite. I'm so sad. I want to get my stack for the quest. Okay, another item. 2 consumables. These are a bit like grimoire bonuses. A reroll, and every reroll we do gives us dream shards, which dream shards is money. And damage for every 10 vitality we have. We get 10 vitality from healing fountains, so this would give us... Vitality is just max health. This would give us a reason to stack up more max health. This could be good for us. I do really just like Horn of Plenty on Scarlet, because we can get crits deal increased damage, and we have that guaranteed crit. In human form, we can also just get damage. That's nice. Yeah, getting 8% permanent damage there is just going to help us along the way. I need to find something to bite. Alright. Trying to kill things as quick as I can to stack up my quest. The thing is that this quest to kill enemies with werewolf power only works on werewolf power, and I can only get werewolf power at night. So okay. I want to try to cast werewolf power successfully. I'll save that for a bite. 20 times in a single night. It's hard because nights aren't that long. Alright. Alright, that should be a bite. Tragedy, so sad. Okay. Eat it. And then eat that. I'm kind of wasting time here, but I'm gonna commit to the bit. Alright, we have 19. 19 out of 20. Don't turn daytime right now, please. Okay, quest complete, praise. Okay, so this is a red difficulty area. The places we've been before are green difficulty areas, and that's because we're weak, we're small. Red means it's gonna spawn higher tier enemies with more health. I am not prepared for a red tier area right now. This is a tumor, nightmare tumor. By killing that, you weaken the final boss of the Act's health bar. It's not really worth it because, well, in my opinion, it's not really worth it because, generally, because you can get stronger by doing other things in the area. But now we're human. We managed to complete our quest, so we do have a chance to have no cooldown. If we kill something with our dash. There's a lot of different enemy types here, but I want to try to get the healer first. There we go. Oh, we got a cooldown reduction. This is a little eyeball thing. This is gonna reveal more nodes to us on the map, so I want to get this as quick as possible.
Stand back.
New talent, special, no longer blows us up and blows up instantly. That's nice. And recharges faster in both forms. Pretty good. At 3 combo points, our power triggers a special effect. I kind of want to look for more things to buff up our power, so I'm going to re-roll. Defense gives combo points. This will help us because we want as many combo points as we get. And attack right after dash does a double strike, dealing 400% damage and generating 1 combo point. This is also good for combo points. I'm going to pick this one.
That will be firewood for a year.
And again, another unique animation here is not the same as our basic attack. We only see that animation because we picked this talent. It's really cool, and most talents on most characters do have, they went through the effort when making the game to give them special animations. It's so cool. I'm gonna make my way up to Quest so we can get the teleporter there. One of the 3 little piggies. This is the pig who built his house out of straw. We have to protect him. He's kind of a bad person. I kind of hate him, personality-wise, but he gives us a legendary item if we complete his quest, just like all the other side quests, so I guess we'll help him. Not right now, though. I want to get a little stronger first. These Enemies that carry around the chalice, they look kind of like the plague from Dead by Daylight. Ow. They are healers, and they'll blast their teammates' health back up.
Be gone, traitor!
They're kind of top priority to kill. This is a money node. We can head back to spawn and buy some upgrades if we want.
Hate crumbs.
So I'm actually gonna put a bunch of money into this and level it to max. So this scales up. The number that's green there you see is the upgrade. So upgrading this would increase the damage of the attack, upgrading this would increase the damage of using defense. Upgrading this increases the chance on kill for power to be refunded up to 100%. So now if we kill something with our power, it is guaranteed to have no cooldown. So there we had beautiful cooldown reduction double dash.
I'll make it a swift death!
And this applies in our werewolf as well. So whenever we're able to bite something, we can just keep going. And of course it has no combo points, which does mean that it's weaker than if we were to really invest in it. But sometimes it's enough. We're starting to see the strength of our talents and everything, but there's also a green node, so that one's going to be a bit easier. I'm going to pick up this quest. So he wants us to go around and collect 15 straw for him so that he can build his house out of garbage. That's okay. Some people are stupid. That's alright. Oh, pain. So that, because of the blinking indicator, we can see that that is a undodgeable, so we can't just intangible through that one like we normally can. We actually have to get out of the way. These big trees are scary. Because it's nighttime, these trees will spawn little spiderlings out of their body. During the daytime, that doesn't happen at all, so another way that the environment changes, not just me. Attacks gain increased range and deal more damage. Or special, yeah, we saw this one before. I'm gonna choose increased range and damage because we end up auto attacking a lot more. And we want to auto attack so that we can get combo points for our buffed up power. Make our way to the other straw node. Oh, those cooldown resets are nice. We need 15 straw to complete the quest. If I can sneak through here, nice. Normally you can't gather that while in combat, but I managed to grab that while they weren't paying attention. And we'll turn it into the piggy.
This is really looking fine and sturdy. Alaric will be proud of me.
Alright, Sinrit, get in your house. Now we have to protect him.
Oh no, they're here. We're doing run, hide, every beat for himself.
There will be more enemies. They spawn all around. Being in human form is going to be really nice for this, getting the AoE. Another thing about daytime and nighttime, these pigs explode during daytime. Daytime tends to be, at least in Act 1, because in Act 2, we get a whole new set of enemies.
Watch out!
In Act 1, fighting during the daytime is really nice, because the pigs will kind of explode themselves for you. He looks scared in there, but he's actually okay. It's really not a big deal. You can see his health bar in the top right. He's bluffing. See, it's okay. So here, a legendary item. These are great and generally defensive, but they have really, really good bonuses. So gain 1 vitality, permanent max HP every time we get a healing orb. That'd be good. Gives us a execute bonus when they're below 20% health. Okay. Or makes it so that we can't get one shot as easily. This is probably gonna save our life more than anything else, but I'm gonna be greedy and choose Vorpal Blade. So now whenever enemies get low, they will just die. Which makes it a bit easier for us to get those resets. So that sword signifies the next thing we do to that guy will kill him. Ow. I really just stood in it. Alright. Ooh! I wasn't expecting this from a yellow chest. Purple items are really, really, really good. Reduce our ultimate's cooldown. So we don't actually have an ultimate right now, but we will soon. So I'm gonna grab that. I'm actually gonna try to make my way over to a healing fountain as well. It'd be nice to grab that.
Sneak up on them.
We are about to level up. The healing fountain itself might level us up. Okay, no. Doesn't give experience. Nice. Alright, so at level 5 we get our ultimate. And this looks complicated because we're Scarlet. Because technically we get 2 ultimates. We get one in human form and one in werewolf form. But they're kind of the same. So this one is one that you'll unlock. If you're playing this for the first time, you won't have access to this second ultimate yet. And every character out of the 9 characters has 2 different ultimates. So there's like 18 different ults in the game. We're going to be getting even more when the new characters come out. Okay. In human form, shoot with the shotgun. Has 2 charges, really strong. In werewolf, you huff and puff and blow the house down. Effectively, a big wide cone of damage for 3 seconds. This is just stapling even more power to Scarlet's offensive build. Great. And this is much more defensive. The human form gives a big intangible field, and the werewolf form gets a delete button, effectively. I prefer this a lot more if I'm playing multiplayer, which I never do. And I prefer this more in general because it just does more damage. Another thing we notice, not only obviously is this ult gonna have its own animation, we now have a shotgun on our back. It literally changes the way our character looks. It's so cool. Here, these little feather areas, the altar of heroes, we can spend money to get a feather. These feathers are used as revive tokens. So normally in multiplayer, you can revive your friends, no biggie, as long as nothing attacks you during the revive. You get the revive off, they get back up, no cost. In single player, or if you can't get to your friend in time, they will use a feather, which lets them come back to life.
Didn't even break a sweat.
It's kind of like a safety net, and it gets more expensive the more players you have. It's very reasonable to buy feathers in single player. We have 4 minutes and 27 seconds left in this act, and it's probably about time we start heading, now that we have our ults and everything, to red nodes, seeing what we can fight. This is a key area. So keys are used to open locked chests and optional bosses. We don't have a key, so we can't get into either of these. If we did this node here, we'd be able to get 2 keys. It would be really good. Maybe I'll do it. The key battles are really tough, though. The increased attack range is really helping us cleave those. Alright, I think it's 2 waves, yep. Big trees. I'm gonna ult. I whiffed my ult because I messed up and I pressed a movement button. But we should be able to hear. 3 seconds. I'm gonna tank these roots just because it's worth dealing damage. Oh, pain. So these enemies with the tentacles and the tornadoes, they're the newest enemy released into Ravenswatch. So I'm very, very, very bad at fighting them. They're probably the most dangerous enemy in Act 1, but we managed to live, so... Even if I die against that one and use a feather to get back up, I will miss out on the treasure. The keys are very punishing to lose. Alright. And these locked chests and optional bosses can give some really good stuff, so I'll see if I can grab the optional boss before the end as well. I have 2 minutes. So these give a double item. And you see the ×5 and the ×4 on this one? If you get that many of an item, you get extra. There's like an additional bonus, which I've never gotten 4 fairy dusts, so I can't even see what this one does, but these other ones also have nice. This gives armor, this gives rerolls, and this gives a shield when taking damage. I'm gonna reroll these. It takes 2 stars of fate, but yeah, 40% increased damage on my auto attack. This would be really good. I auto attack a lot. Increased crit chance after dash. Yeah, I'm gonna choose this. Now our just basic attacks are dealing more damage. I'm gonna see if I can get in here and fight the optional boss. Should be the ghost, I think. The ghost loves to do a dash right off the bat. Yep. Right, ult. Alright, it should phase. Yep, it likes to spawn more ghosts. Okay. Alright. We have 1:17. Gonna dash the moment it comes out. This ghost loves to dash. And our shotgun in human form does so much damage. So the optional bosses, these are like legendary items, but cursed, and they generally are more offensive or risky. They're like legendaries that come with downsides, but they can be hugely powerful. So there are a lot of ways to get extra charges on abilities, and Balor's Eye will turn all of those charges into extra damage. That can be insane. Increase to all dream shards gain, but if I get downed, I lose all my money. That's really, really good. And increase to my max health by a bunch, but reduce all healing by 25%. I'm gonna grab the Hope Diamond to get more money.
Ha! My first free before me.
Make my way here. Maybe I can get a red node. Maybe if we find red money. Ooh, red money would be so good. That's red chest. Well, I want red chest too, but we only have 48 seconds, 49 seconds. Refugee. There's no red money on this map. I'm so sad. Well, let's see if we can grab red chest then. 35 seconds.
Here it comes.
Nice. Power gains an extra charge, so we can see how Balor's Eye would be pretty good with that. And honestly, getting an extra charge for our power, I should have looked at the other options, but we are pretty hard investing in our power here. We have 8 seconds, so in single player we can actually run back to the shop here. And if we talk to the Sandman, it'll pause. We can decide if we want to buy anything. In multiplayer, this is a lot less reasonable because your timer is not going to stop for you. But we can go ahead and buy a Voodoo Doll or Strength. Yeah, 15% damage to bosses. We're about to go and fight a boss. Might as well. So our timer's up. We're being taken to the boss. And this is to our trial to see if we're allowed into Act 2. So for this boss, it has a bunch of attacks, but you see the shields next to its health bar there? It's not going to take much damage unless it's broken, and the only way to break it is by killing the tentacles. Fun fact, the first time I played this game, I didn't realize that you had to kill the tentacles. I thought this boss was just really tanky. So I sat here, I'll show how much damage this does. I sat here attacking this thing for so long, like agonizingly long.
Take this.
I'm gonna go ahead and use that because usually we end up transforming into wolf about now. So I really don't like that big AoE where it shoots out the projectiles. So I'm just gonna intangible through it with my dash. Bunch of big AoEs, but we can just intangible through those. Gonna get strength, and then I'm just gonna ult. Scarlet has so much damage. Very, very powerful character. And we get those resets on our power. Really great. So normally this would take us straight into Act 2. I'm not gonna play Act 2 right now because I've already played a lot already. So I'm gonna hit save and quit. But this game is amazing. It's super fun, super cool. Everything is really well designed. All of the characters' kits are super fun, and all of the talents genuinely feel like they changed the character. It's not like Dead by Daylight talents where it's like, oh, I guess you'll be 8% faster doing the thing that you were doing already, and it doesn't really look that different, and it's really just the same thing, and there's no real difference between characters because everything's all the same. Ravenswatch does an amazing job of making every choice feel really distinct, and it's just great. The characters are all really fun, really compelling. Carmilla, spoilers, Carmilla is a character you get to unlock she's a vampire. Due to how good the writing was in the Ravenswatch lore chapters, which you unlock for the characters as you play, I literally purchased and read the original Carmilla book from the 1800s. And I almost want to say Ravenswatch did it better. I love the writing in this game, and the voice acting is so good. I might make another video going over this game, but I just wanted to play a run. If you're interested in the game, you should get it for yourself and play it. It's really fun. Games like this deserve to be hugely popular because they have so much soul and care put into them. Anyways, I don't know how much more unscripted videos I'll be doing. I used to stream a lot, but I don't really like being put on the spot. Thank you for watching. Good luck, and goodbye.